Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
The 39th Annual Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Gaming Convention, CoastCon, is happening this March 4th through 6th in the Gulf Coast Coliseum in Biloxi. CoastCon is the longest running and largest convention in Mississippi. Enjoy 3 days of gaming, costumes, shopping, and guest panels with such amazing guests like Steve Bloom from Star Wars Rebels, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn from Naruto, and New York Times bestselling author Jacqueline Carey. For more information, go to coastcon.org or check out their Facebook page. CoastCon, March 4th through 6th. Don't miss it.
The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mavon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
The Legend of Zelda, Symphony of the Goddesses, comes to the Sanger Theater on April 1st. A 4-movement symphony based on Nintendo's Legend of Zelda franchise, with breathtaking video, beautifully timed with a full orchestra and choir. For more information, go to zeldasymphony.com or buy your tickets now at ticketmaster.com.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. Good evening, New Orleans. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is your host, David D. Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What a day.
Yeah, it's been a day, huh, Dave?
Yes, it has been. Now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, and check out our website at twigradio.com. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, there's a number of ways, Dave. First and foremost, there's Spreaker, which is where we keep our podcast. You can go to Spreaker.com, or you can download the Spreaker app for your smartphone or tablet. Also, we have a YouTube channel out there where all our podcasts get loaded as well, but much to my chagrin, but good for Dave, we're also on iTunes. You can find us there as well. And
we don't have a logo. We need to fix that because I was going to share out the iTunes link.
Okay, the logo is there. All right, I put the artwork in place, and it's not showing up on, but it shows up for some people.
Some dirty Apple Store problem?
It is.
That what you're trying to say?
Pretty much. So the other thing is we're on FoxSportsAM1280.com. You can find our stuff there when Dave remembers to update it.
Yeah, about that. So Brian, what are we talking about today?
Oh, man, we got all kind of stuff to talk about today. Look, first and foremost, we have to remember we have a pair of tickets to the Zelda Symphony that's on April 1st to give away tonight. All right?
Yes, so we do.
Keep listening. We're probably, I don't know, second, third segment.
Probably a third segment or so.
Yeah,
so,
we'll do that. So pay attention to that. Also, we have Mr. Cedric Whitaker from Airship Isabella. Hey, how's it going?
Greetings, guys. How you guys doing?
Wonderful. So he's in studio with us today, and we're going to be talking about all the crazy, back-end production stuff that these guys are doing in film in the industry. It's great. And then, of course, Top Nerd News, all kind of stuff on the docket that's been happening lately, and This Week in Geek History.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So now also, listen to the show because our trivia question will be related to the stuff you hear earlier. So when I tell you there'll be a pop quiz later, I'm not lying. So without much further ado, our boy Skungy and his Pick of the Week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
You might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
What's going on today, gentlemen?
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's going. I'm having technical issues today, but it's really just in my head, not the.
Isn't that par for the course?
Yeah, but it's very weird today. So entertain me, Skungy.
All right. Well, the pick.
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
I don't know.
I think.
I didn't touch a damn thing on this stupid board.
No.
It wasn't me.
No. I think once again a box of product has fallen in the back of the GameStop store, and he's collapsed underneath.
I think he's dead. Well, damn it, Skungy's dead. Well, if the phone rings, we'll get back to it. So you know what?
Oh, hey, we can. I have a game thing to talk about.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you do.
That he wanted to bring up, and when he gets back on the line, we'll talk about it. Is Bethesda announced the DLC for Fallout 4?
I played Fallout today, actually.
Did you?
What is it?
Well, so that's part of the problem is that the DLC doesn't seem as robust as it did for previous releases. I mean, Fallout New Vegas, the DLC was great, right? I mean, it added more depth to the story and everything. Okay. And this kind of seems meh, right? It's just
let's ask the pro because he's back and he didn't die from packaging falling on his head.
So no, I didn't.
So let's start out. Let's start out.
The pool's over.
Let's start out with the Bethesda DLC for Fallout 4. Yes,
that's aggravating. All right. Simply put, Bethesda. If those of you who don't know, Bethesda has decided that they're going to up the price of their season pass $20 additional, saying that there's now more content available than before. This is not.
But they haven't done it yet, so you can get it for $40 now.
I know we're for $40 now.
We're on radio, and my jaw is literally just wide open. I'm just in shock. So what? WT?
See, this is the thing I don't understand. It's not like whenever they have the ideas of a season pass, they come up with, and by the way, it's not 40, it's 30 right now,
okay,
actually.
Sorry.
You can, right now, whenever they make a season pass, it's like, all right, this is the content we're going to have, and Bethesda normally has their plans thought out well ahead of time. For them to all of a sudden come out and say, oh, well, now, we decided that we're going to make more of it, so we're going to up the price for people who are a little late to the gate. That's terrible for consumers and fans.
Yeah. And then, the stuff that they've announced is like, well, we're gonna add this kind of mod capability for robot companions, and we're gonna, add this mod.
Humans.
Right, yeah. It's like, whatever.
I hate people so much that I literally, maxed out my Lone Wanderer because all companions are stupid.
Right. No, they give you good abilities.
No, they don't. I don't care. I don't want their stupid abilities.
They fixed McCready's perk, which broke the game. But
yeah. Oh, well.
Well, what else are they offering me for this $30?
There's another. They've only announced 3 of the 4 packs. There's one of them that's going to be a full, robust DLC that deals with Nick Valentine's agency and going to the coast of Maine to, work out some, detective, some case that he's working on.
You're a detective? Detect!
Detect. Go find clues.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's some more map space. Okay, well, I'm sort of pseudo intrigued. What else?
Well, that's all they've really said so far. Just the
other than the mod
the robot,
yeah,
the hunting one, and the main. That's it.
Yeah. All right. So, what's your pick this week, Skungy?
My pick this week is Firewatch. It's made by first-time game from Campo Santo Studios. It's an interesting game. You're playing Henry. He's volunteered to work for the summer in Wyoming National Park. Basically, it's Firewatch to sit in a big tower and look over and make sure that there are no fires, and if there are, to report them. Well, he has a dynamic with this person in the What?
Fire!
Fire! Exactly, fire. Which, ironically, there is fire in the game. But there's another watch, your boss, and you and her have this dynamic. You never meet each other throughout the entire game. All you do is you talk to each other over a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
So you're going through, like, she's sending you to go do missions, like to stop people from shooting fireworks. And there's a mystery element to it that I don't want to, like, ruin. But it's the dynamic of these two characters. And you kind of get to choose how you respond to her. And almost kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure. But the dynamic between those two is brilliant. It's brilliantly written. They play so well off of each other.
This has been in development for a while.
The problem is the game's only like 4 hours long.
Oh,
if that.
Yeah. But this has been in development for a while, hasn't it?
It's been in development for about 2 to 3 years. I first saw it a little over a year ago at E3, at one of the E3 events.
Okay.
But that's a big problem, and people on Steam are saying, we love this game, it was great, we want our money back because it was so short.
Yeah, how much?
That's brought up a whole new debate as well. Should people be reimbursed for a game that they love but was short?
So wait, how much is it?
It's $20.
Ooh, that's kind of rough for 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
so Skungy, Brian won't get this reference, but I mean, is this going to be kind of like the Howie Long Firestorm, the movie? Is it just going to be some Fox announcer running through the fire, running through the forest fire and just, taking off his shirt?
No, nothing like that.
I just got to say,
there's no bad acting or,
Well, all right.
My God, why would you bring up that movie?
Well, because you brought me a crappy game. That's why. You brought me a piece of crap, Skungy. Skungy, you need to find me a better game. That's a crap game. I want better. I demand better from you, sir.
Apparently, everybody loves their 4 hours of entertainment, just not for $20.
Everybody did love it. They love the game. It's getting rave reviews. It's just caveat.
I love it.
It's
better than Cats.
I would see it again and again. So, I mean, look, the $20. I mean, think about that. That's 4 hours. How much do you pay for a movie, right?
Exactly. You could buy a movie for 2 hours of entertainment.
Yeah, right.
I don't buy $20 movie tickets. Unless I'm Pee Wee Herman. Okay, on that note, we should probably go to break.
Yes, we need to go to break. All right, thank you, Skungy. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Later, brah. All right, so, Brian, take us to break.
All right, guys. After the break, we have Mr. Cedric Whitaker in studio, and we'll be talking about all kind of cool things. Guys, you're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Stay tuned.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
Still looking at some heavy traffic on I-310 southbound, heading toward Luling. Watch for ongoing construction on the Hillbogs Bridge. Traffic remains slow from Metairie Road up to the Crescent City connection on I-10 eastbound. And still some heavy delays on I-610 east, approaching the high rise. Watch for slowing near Elysian Fields. I'm Lisa Baquet. If you see traffic problems, call us, 504-620-1000.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
When Marlon Shirley was 5, he lost his foot. Today, as the world's fastest amputee, he runs the 100 meters in less time than it takes to listen to this. Overcoming. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life.
This report is brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
From the Fox 8 Weather Center on a day that is just outstanding. Hard to believe we are still in winter because it doesn't feel like it. Gorgeous outside in the 70s with plenty of sunshine and a gentle breeze. Friday looks just as good. We'll be back up into the 70s. Could even flirt with 80 in a few spots. Same story on Saturday and Sunday before. Yep, reality comes back. We're going to be colder and wetter as we head into next week. From Fox 8, your weather authority and Bounce TV, I'm meteorologist Bob Breck.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving supports victims of drunk driving, drug driving, and underage drinking at no charge. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org.
A Napa guy knows the good thing about an old truck is you can treat it like an old truck, meaning however you want. Because the paint job looks best covered in mud. Dents build character, and unpaved roads are unscientifically proven to be 70% more fun. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep that thing running longer, stronger. Because it's not old, it's broken in. That's Napa know-how.
T.J. Martell Foundation started with a father's promise to his dying son to raise money for cancer research. I'm Hunter Hayes, and I'm asking you to donate to the T.J. Martell Foundation to help continue that promise and raise money to fund life-saving research. It started with a promise. Let's end it with a cure. For more information, visit tjmartell.org. Music's promise for a cure.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
This March 4th through the 6th, CoastCon marks its 39th annual science fiction, fantasy, and gaming convention in Mississippi's Gulf Coast Coliseum in Biloxi. CoastCon is the longest-running and largest convention in Mississippi. Enjoy 3 days of gaming, costumes, shopping, and guest panels with such amazing guests like Steve Bloom from Star Wars Rebels, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn from Naruto, New York Times bestselling author Jacqueline Carey. For more information, go to coastcon.org or check out their Facebook page. CoastCon, March 4th through 6th. Don't miss it.
The Legend of Zelda, Symphony of the Goddesses, comes to the Sanger Theater on April 1st. A 4-movement symphony based on Nintendo's Legend of Zelda franchise, with breathtaking video, beautifully timed with a full orchestra and choir. For more information, go to zeldasymphony.com or buy your tickets now at ticketmaster.com.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Now back to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 with local celebrity Brian and that other guy, what's his name again? David, I think. I don't know. David? Yeah, it's David. Okay.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian with...
the Prince of Biloxi. Now people are wondering what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you know why we're talking about this? Because we need to do a little segment we call the Word of the Day.
And now it's time for the Word of the Day.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The Word of the Day.
I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The Word of the Day is brought to you by the Vaping Tiger. Find them on the web at vapingtiger.com. The Word of the Day. Yeah. Won't you sing with me?
All right, so the word of the day is Protean.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Protean.
What is it?
Protean. Protean.
What does it mean?
Can I use it in a sentence? I don't know. Well, Protean means something that is readily assuming different forms or characters, extremely variable.
Right.
It can change shape.
Mm-hmm.
And so on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, I put it up there as the grandiloquent word of the day.
Yeah, it was good.
And some people were like, oh, that's pretty cool. But in the tagline, I was like, most people probably just know this word as a gangrel discipline from Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah, but did you play Vampire back in the day?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
All right, that's cool.
So that's our word of the day, Protean.
All right,
so,
cool.
Who were you just talking to, Brian?
All right, so with us in studio, we have Mr. Cedric Whitaker. He is captain of Airship Isabella. It's a local steampunk group over here, but he's getting into all kind of wild and crazy things, man. How's it going?
Great, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. So, Airship Isabella started as a fan enterprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, you're all fans of steampunk and just the whole genre.
All things geek.
All things geek, right? But now y'all are doing industry-related things. Y'all are working on movies and different productions. So one of the things we wanted to talk about was Into the Badlands. Tell me about this, man.
We were honored to do about 50% of the props and all the hard leather for AMC's new hit TV show Into the Badlands that premiered this past November on AMC. So we got a chance not only to build all the gear, but to also be on set working, with all the gear and all the stars and that sort of thing. And so it kind of gave us a chance as, being fan kids to go to the other side of the wall and get to play over there.
Yeah, where was that filmed?
Filmed all over New Orleans. We filmed out at Evergreen Plantation. We filmed at the old Reliant factory there on Chapatulas. If you can think it, we filmed. We were going all over the place. We had 2 units, a main unit and a fight unit that were filming pretty much every day of the week.
That was a really cool series, though, Into the Badlands on AMC. I mean, I enjoyed it because it reminded me of the old school, like the Kung Fu theater. But with swords and lots of blood.
And that was one of the big things that they wanted.
And a plot.
And that was one of the big things that our writers, Miles Millar and Al, wanted to do, was they were bringing back a form of television that hadn't been seen in the United States in about 30 years or so, back since the days of Bruce Lee and the young Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
So they wanted to bring that back. Our fight coordinator for that show was Master Didi, who was also a fight coordinator on The Matrix and both Kill Bills. So he brought his team over from Hong Kong, and it was really cool to get to be around those guys and work with those guys.
Yeah, awesome. So so we had talked about it, 6 episodes in this first season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's already aired, and you're kind of waiting to possibly have a second season. We're not sure.
That's where we're at. We are now in that weird space where the networks have it. So
they're checking the numbers. That's what my boss tells me every month when he brings me into the office. So we've been checking your numbers, Mr. DeCorbier.
But Cedric says that they got good numbers.
Yeah, we kept on top of all of the ratings that we had going throughout the show, both when we were tagged in with Walking Dead and then when we flew solo without the Walking Dead. Being in between Walking Dead and Talking Dead. So the numbers were great. Now it's just up to the higher powers and the magic that they work to see if we get a second season. So everybody's holding their breath and waiting.
Do we have any idea when they're going to, poop or get off the pot and let you know?
You probably know more than I do.
Well, that's nothing.
So there's another production that you worked on, and actually this one was kind of special for me. Well, for a couple of reasons. It's Aether, Rise of the Spectre, right? And we interviewed the director, Drew Hall, back in July 25th. Last year. But what's cool about it for me is that was filmed out on Dolphin Island at Fort Gaines out there. And, I used to run around there with the SCA years ago.
I thought you were going to say when you were a Boy Scout, when you were a wee tot.
No, not that far back. But, no. So, I mean...
I didn't realize you were a fellow Scadian. I did it for about 17 years. So,
oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, all right. So
stick jocks.
Yeah. So...
I'm a LARPer, damn it.
Did you just call me a jock?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Technically, yeah.
You did.
Wow.
So, but
That's
it was
disturbing.
Ladies, you're both pretty.
Thank you.
So, but, Fort Gaines is such a great fort, man. It's a great historical location, and it was cool to see what a good job the camera folks did catching different angles and stuff on that.
Yeah, being out on the fort and on that project. I'm sure Drew told you when he was here with you guys. Drew and Horst, our 2 directors. The guys we had out there for our director of photography and all that. We had more Oscars walking around that field, Oscar winners.
Wow.
That we got to work with, which was really cool. My only problem working on that show was it was so bloody cold out on that island. The wind coming across, we were freezing. But it was a great project to work on. There was getting to work with some of your idols. David L. Schneider, who was the art director for Blade Runner, trying hard not to fanboy while having dinner with this individual.
Yeah.
Kim Bailey, who was one of the inventors of the Borg cube and also the Stargate for SG-1. And did a lot of stuff with V and X. Getting to work with those guys and just listening to their stories on the shows that we grew up on was really, really cool and was awesome.
Now, were you doing leather work for this as well?
We did leather work. We joke, but we actually pretty much transport our entire shop out onto that. So all the boxes you see, all the set deck, all that stuff we brought with us. We outfitted all of the extras. And then we were honored enough to get to be put in front of the camera and be, primary extras for some of the scenes you see working with our lead.
Yeah, no, you get to see Cedric in the trailer. I thought it was real. I'm like, I know that guy. So now, real quick, we are Skyborn, and that's bornwithane.com. You can see the trailer for Aether. I mean, it's really worth checking it out.
I liked how it was done because, in a lot of trailers like that where they're trying to promote a genre, they shove so much crap in the screen. And, they make good use of Dolphin Island and the fort and kind of just use the basic construction of the place as opposed to, hey, look, it's here's an airship, here's a cog, here's another random steampunk. It was a nice trailer and it worked well.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing for the fans out there, we're almost at a year anniversary that we filmed the prologue. We still need their help. We still need them going out. We still need the numbers of people watching it and keeping the interest up, which is one of the things we do at conventions all over the country.
Right.
Drew and those guys at Frame 29 Films, they just released the DVD Convergence, one of the movies they worked on. So, Aether is still there. We're still fighting for it, and it's still being sold and working on that. So I don't want people out there to think that this has been a year. Things in the TV and movie industry don't work really in a linear timeline kind of thing. So,
and Convergence is that horror flick that he did.
If you haven't had a chance to watch it,
I have seen it. Yes.
The twist at the end is I stood up and gave Drew a standing ovation. I called him on the phone screaming when I got to see the end of it.
Cool. All right. So where can we find Airship Isabella?
You can find us we're on all the social medias. Just you do a Google search for Airship Isabella. You can also visit us at our website at airshipisabella.com. And if we're here in the city, most days of the week, we are set up in the French Market here in town. And
selling
you come by and purchase leather and talk to us and meet the guys in the crew and all that kind of stuff.
Fantastic. Well, Cedric, you're going to hang out with us for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I'm hanging out.
And guys, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, I think we're going to have some Zelda tickets up for grabs.
Are we? We're giving away free swag.
We are, yes. And Top Nerd News.
Top Nerd News. All right, guys, so stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
Still looking at some heavy traffic on I-310 southbound, heading toward Luling. Watch for ongoing construction on the Hillbogs Bridge. Traffic remains slow from Metairie Road up to the Crescent City connection on I-10 eastbound. And still some heavy delays on I-610 east, approaching the high rise. Watch for slowing near Elysian Fields. I'm Lisa Baquet. If you see traffic problems, call us, 504-620-1000.
This report is brought to you by Lead Safe America. Do you live in a historic home? Are you renovating? Your children could be at risk of lead poisoning. It takes just a microscopic amount of lead dust to poison a child. Learn more at leadsafeamerica.org.
This is a Crime Stoppers Most Wanted Alert.
Crime Stoppers is asking for your help in the September 3rd, 2014 murder of William Ellaby Sr. William was shot multiple times in the 2100 block of Fosher Street and collapsed in the 2900 block of Amelia. Anyone with information on William Ellaby Sr.'s murder is urged to call Crime Stoppers at 822-1111 or download our Tip Submit smartphone app. You can remain anonymous and earn a $2,500 cash reward.
At iHeartMedia, we have harnessed the power of sound in a way that can help you expand your reach to a new group of target customers and grow your business through customized and effective advertising. Call 844-BUY-RADIO or go to iHeartMedia.com.
The Legend of Zelda, Symphony of the Goddesses, comes to the Sanger Theater on April 1st. A 4-movement symphony based on Nintendo's Legend of Zelda franchise, with breathtaking video, beautifully timed with a full orchestra and choir. For more information, go to zeldasymphony.com or buy your tickets now at ticketmaster.com.
Ladies, listen up. I know your man is going to spoil you with fancy lingerie this Valentine's Day. You need to spoil him right back with the best undergarments out there. Frigo by Revolution Wear. Available at Neiman Marcus and NeimanMarcus.com.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Rev up your tax refund at AutoZone with our Tax Time Sweepstakes. Enter today for your chance to win a $5,000 cash prize or a $10 AutoZone gift card. Just go to AutoZoneTaxTime.com or text the word refund to 24587. With our help, you can always fix your car with confidence. Hoods up, America.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
No purchase necessary. Begins 2/9/16 and ends 3/22/16. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States, D.C., and Puerto Rico, 18 years old and older. Void in U.S. territories and possessions outside the 50 U.S., D.C., and Puerto Rico. For official rules, visit AutoZoneTaxTime.com.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within. The 39th Annual Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Gaming Convention, CoastCon, is happening this March 4th through 6th in the Gulf Coast Coliseum in Biloxi. CoastCon is the longest running and largest convention in Mississippi. Enjoy 3 days of gaming, costumes, shopping, and guest panels with such amazing guests like Steve Bloom from Star Wars Rebels, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn from Naruto, and New York Times bestselling author Jacqueline Carey. For more information, go to coastcon.org or check out their Facebook page. CoastCon, March 4th through 6th. Don't miss it.
Now back to The Week in Geek.
Ooh, I'm so happy.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
This is brilliant dialogue.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian with
Huge Ackman. Huge Ackman. Huge?
Oh, man. Speaking of Hugh Jackman, he got interviewed recently by Ryan Reynolds.
You know, it wasn't as funny as I thought it would be.
It was okay. It was okay.
He had one good line, and then the rest was just kind of like, it was more, I don't know.
At this point,
it wasn't as funny as the movie.
You know what? I will take anything from Ryan Reynolds at this point, right? I am so enamored. I am so enamored with Deadpool, right?
Dude, well, I mean, I've liked Ryan Reynolds. I've had a man crush on him since Van Wilder.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's something else we'll get into on Top Nerd News. You know what? I think we're getting ahead of ourselves, Brian.
We are.
We should start with our Top Nerd News.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
All right, so our top story is
Deadpool. Yes.
Yeah.
And so you saw it on Monday. I saw it on Saturday. I don't remember Friday.
Yeah.
For Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
Friday.
And, oh, my God. It's been breaking so many records. I think as of Tuesday, it's at 163 million, something like that. On a 53 million budget, I believe, 58 million.
Duh, comrade.
Yes. Oh, and well, that was the crazy one that came out today. Is that they broke a record in Russia. They had a higher opening than Star Wars.
A higher opening weekend than Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yep. So Deadpool, what do you know? I mean, you know, Star Wars didn't have boobs.
Well, true, but you know, so I guess the big takeaway, though, right? The big point of controversy is Hollywood going to learn their lesson, right? Or are they going to take R-rated superhero flicks and run it into the ground? And somebody today was like, you know, hey, get ready to start seeing, you know, the crappy R-rated action flicks for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're really going to try to do. I mean, I know what they've done. They've had R-rated movies before. I mean, you know, like you know, you had The Crow, you had Blade, yeah. Yes. You know, I mean, so it's just that Deadpool was so blatantly, you know, offensive. Right. You know, I mean, you know, to our tender sensibilities, and so you know, I mean, look, one of the DJs here brought his kid, and his kid's 11, and he was just like, I figured it'd be all right, and then all of a sudden he's like, uh-oh. He like covered his eyes, and he's just like, a lot of the jokes are for an older audience. I mean, look, I say it all the time how I'm a terrible father. And I brought my child to several R-rated movies. We saw Judge Dredd, otherwise known as the F-bomb movie.
Right.
And, that was a poor parenting choice. So I went to Deadpool with Colleen. I did not bring DJ.
Smart move.
Yes. So I don't think my poor little guy's going to be able to see Deadpool until, I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny. I was wondering if some of the people got, like, there was, I don't want to say a younger audience, right? But I mean, we're in our 40s, right? There was a lot of 20-somethings there, and some of the jokes, like when he gets his face smashed into the back seat, and he's like, "Oh, it's Corinthian leather." Yeah, and I'm like, did they get that? Because they didn't.
One thing that I saw, a lot of clips that had been leaked and from the trailers, were almost like unedited. It's like some of the clips from the movie that were the trailers. It was like, I felt like I was watching the trailer again. I mean, not saying it's a bad thing.
Well, they actually recreated the test footage that leaked a while ago. They recreated that for the movie. That wasn't the same deal.
Right.
But
I mean, otherwise, look, Deadpool was awesome. I mean, I will definitely probably go see it again or purchase it once it comes out on DVD.
Cedric, quit slacking. Go see the movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Cedric, you're screwing the whole thing up. Actually, no, we wouldn't spoil it right now. There's still a moratorium.
Yes.
Not that there's any big reveal.
So say it's Deadpool.
Right. He cusses, there's boobs, and he's got an ugly face.
Yeah. So, hey, while we're talking about superheroes, Daredevil Season 2 trailer, did you see it?
I did not. Tell me more.
It's got a lot of Punisher in it.
Oh, man.
It's got a little, Electra tease.
Well, all right. Ooh, Electra tease. I like how you said that. That's hashtag Electra tease. So, actually, Netflix invited me back again. They're Electra teasing me. Come back. We have, free stuff for you. So, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to claim my Netflix voucher and re-up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it looks good. I mean,
I'm stupid excited.
I like the guy, John Barenthal. That's his name. I like him. So I think he does pretty well. I hated him as Shane, but I was supposed to hate that character.
Right.
So he did well.
Right. Now, okay, hey, real quick, those tickets, do you want to give those away real quick?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
we'll do that.
Guys, here's the deal. I'm sorry we didn't do it at the beginning of this segment where we got excited.
DVD.
If you can tell us, if you can call right now, 260-1280, 260-1280, and tell us what the word of the day is.
The word of the day. It's real simple.
It's real simple.
Word of the day.
Yes.
Now, see, I'm terrible. Don't even stop looking at me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So if you 260-1280, call up and we will give you a pair of tickets to the Zelda Symphony on April 1st. It's going to be fantastic.
It will be. It absolutely will be. Actually, if you go, you'll be going the same evening as our friend Skungy.
Yeah.
And then you will see him face to face and realize how ugly he is and how nice we are to put him on our show.
Come on.
Dude, we're humanitarians, Brian.
No,
it is. All right, so, hey, Mattel's bringing back the 3D, or bringing a 3D printer.
Yeah, so the Thing Maker used to, I don't know, 60s, 70s, they had one of those, and you can make little toys. But, yeah, now they're making a kid's 3D printer, and how cool is that? Right?
Yeah, so, I mean, you could just set it up, and, I mean, does it use the patterns, or is it kind of like those old jelly molds that they used to be for the Thing Maker?
I think what it is that they have established patterns for the deal, and you can mix and match them to make toys.
Here's my question.
Okay.
How do we get the Games Workshop and get their miniatures and then, scan those schematics in there?
Okay, but here's the bigger question. How long is it going to take the makers of the world, right, to hack this thing, and for $300 you can get a home 3D printer and make it print whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for, right?
Well, it's going to happen.
And of course, speaking of maker community, right, there's a lot of folks, in fact, some cosplay friends of mine got a 3D printer, and they're making parts for their costumes with it, which is awesome.
Nice.
Which leads into this next little deal. Two items. Hasbro and Marvel are making prop accessories now that you can use for cosplay.
Yeah, I saw those.
And
those are actually fairly nice.
They're nice, and they're not bad. I mean, the shield, $100, Captain America's shield, and then there's Iron Man's helmet with interior details. That's also $100. That's not bad, right?
Yeah, no.
And then the other big thing is McCall's. That's huge.
Yeah, the patterns.
They have a whole series of patterns that are specifically targeted to the cosplay folks.
What was that trench coat pattern? What the hell was that? The red thing?
It's kind of got an anime flair to it. Yeah, is what they're doing. They had a really cool cloak, more kind of Game of Thrones, and then they had some wings. And then there's a blog on their site where they're doing like sew-alongs and little tutorials and just some kind of information. And in fact, I looked at the first post that's up, and it talks about using sewing spandex, which I could tell you from experience sucks.
Really?
Horrible, yes. But
now I'm just imagining you in spandex. Thanks. That's horrible.
That was an outfit for someone else. It wasn't for me.
Sure,
Yes.
it was. Sure. Okay.
But no. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of cool stuff in the in this McCall's deal, and then of course Yaya Han. Even though we don't like her a lot, but she's got a whole line of cloth, of fabric.
Dude, somebody who works for Joann's actually put. I don't know if we shared this on our Facebook page or not, but I mean, she destroyed the fabric. She said most of the fabric is just garbage. You can get cheaper for other places. You're paying that extra for her name.
Right, agreed. And I actually saw the fabric. I was in Joann's over the weekend, and the brocades are nice. I guess you can get other brocade offerings and stuff. And then there's the 4-way stretch fabric, which, depending on, it's about availability, right?
Yeah.
You're able to kind of go into Joann's. You can put hands on it. And look, you can... I go in there and I get on my phone and I put Joann's coupons in, and a whole flood of coupons pop up.
Dude, my house, all we get. Colin used to work at Joann's.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, we still get the coupons.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
snail mail,
you can go in there and get
email.
a ton of coupons and you'll be fine. So, but yeah, definitely take a look at. I mean, I think it's cool that cosplay is really coming to the mainstream like this. That there's so many offerings. I mean, look, Cedric knows Tandy Leather has offerings that are really focused toward the historical stuff, which the leatherworking always used to be like American Indians and cowboys. Yep. Right? And now, there's patterns for like Celtic stuff, Celtic knotwork and historical items.
And they've got 2 full suits of armor that we did for them that go on tour with the Tandy company around the country. So
doesn't Tandy have an actual physical brick and mortar store here now?
Yeah,
they just moved into their new store.
On Jefferson Highway. Yeah.
Beautiful store. If you haven't got a chance to go check it out, go check it out. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tandy, call us. All right, so that's about it for Top Nerd News. I mean, we got some more stuff, but I mean...
Yeah, I mean, we probably need to take a break, right?
Yeah, follow Peter Mayhew this week because he's going to be
I already looked at that.
His script.
Yeah, he's got an original script from the 70s, from 76, of the Journal of Wills, right, which is the script for Star Wars Episode 4. And he's
Star Killer.
Yeah, Luke Starkiller, right? And he already put the first 4 pages up. It's awesome, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I'm having serious brain issues today.
No, it's all good. So, hey, when we come back, we've got This Week in Geek History, and we close it out. And look, guys, we still have those tickets available.
260-1280. 260-1280. Get your Zelda tickets. Yeah, Zelda tickets. The Zelda Symphony. What's the date on it? God.
April 1st.
April 1st.
This is not a joke.
It's not a joke. All right, guys, so stay tuned. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
Your car's battery should be dependable, just like Stella here. She's ready to go no matter what, below zero or the hottest day of the year. So whether you're going to work or just taking a car ride, AutoZone is your headquarters for all things battery. Shouldn't have said car ride. With our help, you can always fix your car with confidence. Hoods up, America!
Get a $20 AutoZone gift card by mail-in rebate with the purchase of a Duralast Gold or Platinum AGM battery. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Any Napa guy knows, and science proves, the best minivan is the one you've already got. Parked kid transporter? apart drywall mover. Who cares if the faux wood grain is a little faded? That was a platinum package option in 1987. With over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. Because it's not old, it's vintage. That's Napa know-how.
When somebody loses a loved one to leukemia, cancer, or AIDS, no one can prepare for the intense emotional distress it causes. I'm Kip Moore, and I'm asking you to help us find a cure so no one will have to endure the pain of losing someone to these horrific diseases. Help the T.J. Martell Foundation raise money for research that will go towards eradicating these terrible diseases. To find out more, visit tjmartell.org.
The Legend of Zelda, Symphony of the Goddesses, comes to the Sanger Theater on April 1st. A 4-movement symphony based on Nintendo's Legend of Zelda franchise, with breathtaking video, beautifully timed with a full orchestra and choir. For more information, go to zeldasymphony.com or buy your tickets now at ticketmaster.com.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Maybon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
This March 4th through the 6th, CoastCon marks its 39th annual science fiction, fantasy, and gaming convention in Mississippi's Gulf Coast Coliseum in Biloxi. CoastCon is the longest-running and largest convention in Mississippi. Enjoy 3 days of gaming, costumes, shopping, and guest panels with such amazing guests like Steve Bloom from Star Wars Rebels, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn from Naruto, New York Times bestselling author Jacqueline Carey. For more information, go to coastcon.org or check out their Facebook page. CoastCon, March 4th through 6th. Don't miss it.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Thor. I don't know. I'm not feeling it today, Brian.
No,
I'm just not feeling it.
I get it. All right, so hey, real quick, before we get into this week Geek history, Cedric and I were talking during the break, and he's got a quick announcement about a video series.
Yeah, we're doing on our Airship Isabella YouTube channel, we're doing a basic intro to leatherworking, going into intermediate all the way up into prop building and weathering and stuff for general cosplayers, anybody who's interested in leather and all of that. So if you get a chance, swing by our channel, subscribe. If you've got questions, you can post them at the bottom. We'll get them answered for you. And it's basically just getting people interested in leather for the costuming world and just in general.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff, man. Tutorials on YouTube, I've learned so much,
It's how we do some of the weathering and stuff we do for the TV and movie industry and some of those tips and tricks and that sort of thing. So.
Awesome.
All right,
cool. This week in Geek History.
No. Hold on. We have community news now.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We have to talk about, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be at CoastCon.
We are, yes.
And also tomorrow night,
yeah,
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where you can only find
Maybon and Pomegranate, our book of the month by Kimberly B. Richardson.
Who?
Kimberly B. Richardson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Not K.S. Daniels.
Shut up. Why'd you have to go there?
Uh-huh.
I was drunk.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
All right, no, we're doing trivia night there tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's all Zelda trivia.
Right.
And it's also, we're going to be giving away more Zelda Symphony tickets there. Now, this is courtesy of Tubby and Coos.
Yeah.
So, and we'll probably have another set to give away on our Facebook page as well. So stay tuned to the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. But tomorrow, 6 o'clock-ish at Tubby and Coos, news, we're doing a trivia night for Zelda. So y'all come on out, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so now it's time for This Week in Geek History.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future. Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by The Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses. Find them on the net at zelda-symphony.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, what's first?
First on the list, February 15th, 1985. Let's see if you can guess it, Dave. Starring Emilio Estevez, Molly Ringwald, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael
Breakfast
Hall,
Club.
and Ali Sheedy. Yes.
Suck it.
Yes. there
Dude,
you
that
go.
thing,
Don't you
forget about me. Dude, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I used to own a bar.
Yes.
And I made some poor choices. and one time, I was hanging out with this girl, and we decided to watch a movie. And it was called, like, Date Movie or some piece of crap back in, like, the 90s or the 2000s. And it was all 80s movies references.
Nice.
And this girl was so young, she's just like, I don't get it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go. So please don't talk to me ever again. It was bad.
All right. Next item on the list is pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, it's February 16th, 1962. La Jetée, a French short film, served as the inspiration to Terry Gilliam's 12 Monkeys, was released. And
I thought you were like some kind of sort of like French porno or something.
No.
La Jetée. Oui, oui.
No, but it's what's crazy about it. It's a 23-minute film. I actually watched a little bit of it last night. It's still images, right? That are, and then there's a narrator telling the story, and and that's what 12 Monkeys is based off of, about time travel and
right.
End of the world dystopian.
That movie was really crazy, man.
It is a crazy movie.
You needed to be high or drunk to watch that movie.
Dude, I love that movie.
The TV series actually wasn't all that shabby. I mean, but it was.
And what's Brad?
Pitt?
Yeah, Brad Pitt in there when he was playing that crazy guy.
Oh yeah,
dude, it was awesome.
All right, what's next?
Next is February 17, 1936. Sees the debut of The Phantom, comic strip created by Lee Falk.
What evil lurks in the hearts of men? Who knows? The Phantom.
That's The Shadow.
The
Shadow. The Phantom was at 20. Oh, it's all.
Damn
it. You were in the right. You were in the right era.
I was in the right genre.
Yeah. The Phantom was 21st in a
The
lot
Phantom
of
wore the
crime.
little purple pajamas with
He
the.
did.
That's it. The Shadow looked cool. The Phantom looked like he was going to a rave.
No, what's interesting is he was the 21st in a line of crime fighters, which began in 1536, when the father of British sailor Christopher Walker was killed during a pirate attack, and then he swore.
Walken?
Walker, right. He swore an oath on the skull of his father's murderer to fight evil. And his legacy, the Phantom, would pass to father to son. Nicknames for the Phantom include the Ghost Who Walks, Guardian of the Eastern Dark.
The Ghost Who Walks?
Yeah.
Who thought up that one?
And the Man Who Cannot Die.
Okay, that one's cool.
Yes.
So,
all right.
So it's like... So it was his father's skull, not like Darth Vader.
I will carry on what you have started, grandfather.
His father was killed. He swore on his.
It's not nice to swear.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next? All right, February 18th, 1930. Astronomer Clyde W. Tombaugh discovers Pluto.
Astronomer?
Yes.
Discovered Uranus?
No.
Pluto.
And I'm sure he was turning in his grave
Why would you,
what?
Stop bringing up astronomers.
Why?
Because I'm going to go directly to Uranus.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, the planetary body.
What? Come on.
I'm a child,
you
Brian.
You are a child.
I'm easily amused.
But, look, somebody accused me of this just being pop culture stuff, and we do occasionally get
you tell them to shut their dirty mouths.
So I try to put some science stuff. It's cool, right? And, of course, this guy probably turned it in his grave when Neil deGrasse Tyson declared Pluto not a planet. So
well, he could be as like B.O.B. The Earth is flat, bruh.
Right.
I don't see no curve. You heard?
So hey, look, we're getting close to it. The next one's for you.
Oh yeah.
Is February 19th, 1993. Sees the release of Sam Raimi's Army of Darkness.
Oh man, why didn't you let me know? Because I could have played the Army of Darkness rejoin.
It doesn't matter because we're running out of time. Next one on the list, the last one, is February 21st, 1986. And appropriate for the tickets we're giving away, The Legend of Zelda is released for the Family Computer Disk System, introducing Link, Zelda, Ganon, and the Triforce.
Wow.
Yeah. And
what year was that again?
That was 86. And it was for a little disk system that was part of the Nintendo. Like, we never saw that in the States. So...
All right, Brian, it's about that time, man.
Is it?
It really is.
Wow.
Give me some quick birthdays. Give me one
quick birthdays. Jane Seymour, Christopher Eccleston.
The monkey lady? Jane Seymour?
She was Live and Let Die, Sinbad, Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, no.
Christopher Eccleston, LeVar Burton, Denise Richards, Molly Ringwald,
Denise Richards.
I know. And Kelsey Grammer.
Hey, that dude has had a rough life.
Yes.
I mean, like, really bad, poor guy. But he's done well.
He has.
All right. And for all these people who are hearing this song right now, I just come on our Facebook page and let us know what you think about the new Ghostbusters reboot and what they plan for the big bad. The logo is the new ghost. So
all right.
Stupid. All right, guys. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
And call Ghostbusters!
Fox Sports 1280. WODT New Orleans, an iHeartRadio station.